viewers out there all over the world. This is a program called Issues. My name is Anita Ewe. Core Issues is a program that talks about what's happening in the lives of the people, especially at the grassroots level. Today we want to look at some of the things, and we are with the MD, Managing Director of Edo State Skills Development Agency, Mrs Ukinebo Dare. You're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
Very well. Edo State Skills Development Agency, under which we have the Edo Jobs, we have the Edo Innovates, Edo Production Center, Skills Entrepreneurship, Edo Food and Agri Cluster. Can you throw some light on? Let's start with Edo Jobs.
Thank you. So the Edo State Skills Development Agency was set up to create jobs in Edo State. And creating jobs cuts across so many things, from connecting people to jobs, to helping people to become entrepreneurs, helping people to get better jobs so that they're properly employed, helping people to transition if they want to get a job even outside the country. Whatever it is, as long as an activity that's going to create economic benefits to the individual and the state, Edo Jobs, that's Edo State Skills Development Agency, we get involved in making that process seamless, making that process effective, in upskilling people for opportunities. So Edo Jobs is our popular name. Edo Jobs is also one segment of what we do, which is matching candidates to employers. So in Edo Jobs, we work with employers to get their vacancies, and then we train candidates and match them to the employers. We carry out job fairs. We have internship and apprenticeship schemes. Like this year, we've started our welding and fabrication, as well as our aluminium apprenticeship scheme. But usually we have different internship and apprenticeship schemes throughout the year to give people work experience and to help them, those who want to learn vocational skills, learn their skills in an enterprising environment.
Okay. If I may ask, how many persons have you trained since?
At Edo Jobs? Okay. So at Edo Jobs, we have over 200,000 beneficiaries. And in terms of training, there are different types of training. So usually we categorize it. So if you're talking about employability skills under Edo Jobs, which is CV writing, interview skills, because it's one thing for us to be sending you for interviews and the employer is not taking you. So we need to train people to get those, to do CV writing. Then we have job centers. At our job centers, candidates go, they get job counseling. You might not even know which career path you want to follow or what you want to do. So that's that. So under that job matching activity, we have over about 5,800 beneficiaries. For vocational skills, that's a completely different ballgame. Vocational skills, that's where we train people on, like I mentioned, welding, when we do poultry, when we have solar panel installation, laptop and mobile phone repair, cosmetology, catering, like fashion. Those take place all around the state, as you can see on our state map there. And as those programs take place around the state, we're training a lot of people, we're creating clusters for them to work, and we are supporting them to kick off their businesses. Okay, so for that one, we have, I think by now, as at the last official count, we have 28,000 plus beneficiaries, okay, since 2017.
So how many have you connected to jobs?
So I'm talking about these 28,000 plus are just for vocational skills and entrepreneurship.
Yes.
So they are going into entrepreneurship. So when we train them, like I said, we train them, we set up business clusters where they can carry out their businesses. We have Edo Jobs Business Community. We have the 2 billion naira MSME fund that Edo State government set up so that people can get money to set up their businesses.
So what you're saying now is, after training them, you empower them.
They don't just, you cannot just train somebody and leave the person. So different types of training. So what we always tell our beneficiaries is that Edo Jobs is not a one-time engagement. Oh, I came for a training, they finished training me, they gave me a pack, I go. That has been happening so many years before we came to play, and it is hardly effective, because most times a person can get a starter pack, and as they're leaving, they sell it at the gate. Yeah, so our engagement with our beneficiaries is consistent and long-term. So you could do a skills program today. For example, I'll give an example of Leatherworks. When we do Leatherworks training, instead of giving you a starter pack, what can we give you as a starter pack? Maybe a filing machine or one or two things. There's little you can do. Instead, we set up a Leatherworks factory that has high-end equipment. And because you are equipment that you can't give one person. So, because you are a trainee or you have done the training, you now have the access to use the place. It is your right to use the place if you get
personal use.
Yes, for your business. If you go and get a client say make me a pair of shoes, you just come to the center and make the shoes. So as you are making the shoes, you are building your clientele because you have all this high-end equipment. After a while, you are able to now save up money and buy your equipment. We know you are not going to sell that one. Exactly. So there are different ways people get supported after they complete their training. Some people get supported by being placed with organization. Some people get supported by being put in cooperatives. Some people get supported by doing the pitch competitions. Like we do what we call, after you do a pitch competition, you select the winners and we say, let's take them for exposure. Let's get people to know about their businesses. We take them to radio to talk about their business so that they can get more clients. So it's not a straight-jacketed thing.
What you just said, how often do you do it? How often do you take them to radio? TV?
All the time. We even had a particular set that we did a very big competition and we took them to Lagos to go on radio stations in Lagos to advertise their business because that we want them to have clients even outside Benin.
No, I said, how often do you do this?
All the time.
Okay.
That's why we have the Edo Jobs business community. So all that happens in that community is promoting businesses in Edo State. That's all that happens. So if this month they're doing the competition and they do the radio tour, the next month they now decide, okay, this one what we want to do, like they're doing one now, which is the Edo Jobs Conga partnership to put people's businesses online on e-commerce. Government is sponsoring it. So when they put their businesses online, if you are here in Edo State and you want to buy a microphone or you want to buy, I don't know, anything, tissue holder, if you go online and order it, they will deliver to you from Lagos because the merchants in Edo State are not enough on their platform. So we're making sure that Edo State businesses can get on the platform. So as more people make orders from Edo State, from Delta State, all these places, people in Edo State can take advantage of that. So the activities vary. The activities vary based on the demand, based on what the entrepreneurs themselves are asking for, based on what the market wants. So we've even had competitions where people want money at the end of the day, not just say, oh, we're doing exposure for you. People want money. We've supported business in a particular, when we did our hackathon, there was a particular hackathon we did where the guys actually went to Russia at the end of it, and they got to Russia and they won money, and we supported them. So it's like I was trying to say, it's not a straight-jacket thing. It's at all. Every program that Edo Jobs does is different. It's different because it is targeting different people with different skills, and they're all in different locations. So every area has the businesses that will thrive there. There are some places that we will not go and do a particular trade because we know there's no market for those people there. There are places we've done fish drying. So they have water. The women there's a stream there and they're doing fish already.
You do fish drying too?
We do everything you can think of. So we do fish drying. We teach them how to.
At Sapler Road, the fish drying.
No, that doesn't happen in Edo South. We do that in Ilushi. We do that in places where there's access to riverine areas. And because it's not that there are no rivers here, yes, but because we spread our programs across the local governments, so we might just decide, okay, this particular one, yes, we can do it here, but it's more needed in another place. We take it there. Okay. You understand? We run programs everywhere you can think of. Again, Ebode, Ilushi, Igwebe, like we are all across the state. And in every location, we are doing what, from our analysis, tells us that this is the best thing you can be doing in that location.
Okay. That's a nice one. My point is, have you been able personally to empower any of the trainees or those you have trained before?
Of course, that's what I'm telling you now.
Yes, what I'm saying is, how do you empower them apart from giving them, okay, like you just...
There are different ways of empowerment. Number one, starter packs. Number two, creating workspaces for them to work. Number three, giving them access to money.
When you say creating spaces for them to work, there or you rent a shop for them? Or
wherever they are. I just gave you an example of the leather works factory,
yes,
where we set up and we put equipment for them.
Okay,
we have the same thing for soap. When we did welding, we worked with the welding association. When we gave them the welding machine, we did that in Edo North, all the LGAs in Edo North. When we gave them, when they finished, they got the welding equipment. They had their space where the other welders are. We got a space for them to be doing their welding. Empowerment is a million things, and we do all of them. That's what I'm telling you. You can't say how many thousand.
When a lot of people hear empowerment, want to hear, okay, are you going to empower us with cash or something to start up the business? You know,
okay, if you're talking about cash,
yes, just a lot of persons might want to know.
No, if you're talking about cash,
okay,
we rarely ever give cash.
Okay. Because
there's no way to track it. The only time we give cash is through competitions. Then we give cash through as mentioned, the 2 billion naira MSME fund. So you apply for the money. You can apply from 100,000 to 20 million. So because 100 people can attend the training. Out of the 100, maybe 60 or 70 that are serious about doing that business. So even if you give all of them cash, you're not helping anybody. Because even the one that is serious will go out. There are so many things that need money, and they can use the money for that. Then they start thinking, hey God, how do I start my business? So instead of just giving cash, those are political things. Those are things we do to make the place. No, we want to do things that are actually making impact. It's not about giving them cash. Yes. Give them access to actually grow their business. Exactly. Give them tools that they can use to implement their business. Give them access to market. Give them where to work. Give them, that is actual empowerment.
Okay, how does edofact work, and how has it been able to impact the lives of the people?
Fantastic. So edofact works with farmers. It's agriculture. So not just farmers, people in the agricultural value chain. Yes. So for the agricultural value chain, you're looking at helping farmers, or we look at helping farmers get access to better markets. So I remember when we started, we did assessment of so many cassava farms. You see people farming cassava, but they're not farming the cassava varieties that the private sector was looking to buy in bulk. So we started the Good Agricultural Practices and Cassava Farming Program, where we train them not just on better ways to farm cassava, but we also provide them with the inputs. So the cassava stems, the herbicides that they should be using that are safe for the plants and for the human beings that will eat it at the end of the day. So we provide them with those things, and then they continue the process from there. Then we go from time to time to see what they're doing. As we see that, these guys, their cassava is about to be ready for sale, we start reaching out to aggregators to say, we have a lot of farmers that have what you need, so come and buy from them. So we get a lot of private sector people to buy things from local farmers. For example, I'm sure many of us know Jara Supermarket. The person that is selling eggs, it's not just one person. Different people are supplying, but we helped with that role to say, okay, how do we connect local farmers so they can benefit, so that you're not in Edo thinking, how am I going to get access to these things? So private sector individuals want to buy farming products in bulk, but they don't want to start going from farm to farm to farm to farm. That is where we come in. So we help farmers. We help with the aggregation of things like cassava, gari, chicken, eggs, pineapple, plantain. We have done so many. We have so many farmers that we work with that we have done so much in supporting them to getting access to those bigger clients. So they're not just limited to their environment around them.
Okay, very well. A lot of persons will ask, how do I get access to any jobs? A lot of people will ask.
That's the easiest thing. Getting access to Edo jobs is as easy as 1, 2, 3. And we're making ourselves more and more accessible every single day. So to get access to Edo jobs, first things first is to walk to any of our job centers. By the end of this year, we're going to have 6 job centers across Edo State. We have 2 job centers we opened late last year. So first things first is the first job center is at ICE off Wire Road. The second job center is on Saple Road at Edo Production Center. That's the Magistrate Court compound. The next job center is opening in Uromi. The other one, there's one that's going to be opening in Uzaye by April 2022. We're opening there. So the job centers are now the easiest way to get in contact with Edo Jobs. And we are going to, on the 25th of March 2022, we're going to be making the announcement of all the new locations that people can reach us. But that's not all. In every local government of Edo State, we have Edo Jobs representatives, which we normally put out their numbers. We always put out their numbers. Most of them are actually Edo Jobs past beneficiaries. So they are now volunteering and working with us to also help other people to benefit from our programs. So in every local government, there are Edo Jobs representatives. So that's another way. So another way people can reach us is on WhatsApp. So our WhatsApp number is 0905 655 6134. That's 0905 655 6134. You can't call the number. You can only send WhatsApp message and just make any inquiry. So because we are doing work in the creative sector to create jobs for artists, singers, actors, and all of that, we have what we call the Edo Jobs Creative Corner. For business people, we have the Edo Jobs Business Community, and the business community is so vibrant because so many things are happening for entrepreneurs in that community. Yes. Then we have thousands of members in all these communities, so we're always inviting more people to join. We have our techies community, so we've not talked about tech. So the programs we're doing in tech, and that's technology, that's to connect people here to jobs all over the world. We have people in Benin that are earning salaries from companies abroad.
But they are working in Edo State.
And they are working in Edo State. Right?
So how many have you been able to impart on that?
For Edo Innovates, we have more than 22,000 beneficiaries.
That are working in Benin?
Some of them are not working for companies abroad.
Okay.
But these 22,000 beneficiaries, some of them are cloud computing engineers, some of them are software engineers, some of them are graphics designers, some of them are website developers. So the ones that are graphics designers, for example, they are the ones that will do logos, help you print your business card, help you print your flyer, help you do this, help you do that. Some of them are digital marketers. Okay, if you have a business but you don't like all this online thing, you want somebody that will be helping you to do it. We've done digital marketers. Our digital marketing program, we have the business digitization program. We had about 426 people that were trained in Auchi, Uromi. We tried to concentrate that one outside Benin. So we always try to make sure that whatever we're doing spreads across all the senatorial exactly of the state. So there are so many, I can't even start counting, that have participated, that are doing extremely well. In fact, we have beneficiaries of Edo University that are now training other people, teaching other people. And that's what we want, that ripple effect, where we train you and then you go ahead to train other people. There's solar. In solar, we've empowered so many people that are working as solar engineers. They come to your house, they can install solar, they can design solar systems, and it's just been fantastic. We also have financial inclusion programs where we empower people to start this POS business in places where there are no banks. So it's just it cuts across a lot.
So as you speak, how many persons are there that we are training?
We're having our agricultural practices and cassava program going on right now in Uromi. And we have about 120-something farmers on that program. We have our our welding apprenticeship in Edo. So we're doing all the local governments for this time. In Edo South, we have 50 people. They're starting on Monday, their apprenticeship. For the POS business, we have 300 people as well. For the creative sector, we have a partnership with Rock Studios. That's, Rock now, Rock TV on DSTV. I can't even count, because we have 5 productions going on right now, and they employ people from Edo State. They have interns on the set, learning how to do sound, learning how to do the camera, the lights, the this, the that. It's a lot. Okay. So many challenges. Of course, now you are trying to do something that is not common. A lot of times when people talk about youth empowerment, it's a political statement. It's just something we do that take pictures, but that's not what Edo Jobs is about. Edo Jobs is about that tangible impact. When I look and see myself after 6 months, I should see that something has changed. Some people want that I should see myself something has changed after 1 week. And that's where the whole come and spray money comes from, and we don't do that. So you have to be seriously ready to create that pathway, and we are here to support you and guide you along that pathway. So one challenge has been getting the young people to understand that this is different. This is not a flash in the pan. This is real and this is for you, and you have to be ready to put in the work and do your best. But personally, I've been so inspired. I've been so inspired because we found so many, there are so many false narratives about Edo youth out there. Oh, they're not serious. Oh, all of them want to do Yahoo Yahoo or this. No, there are so many fantastic. I mean, you should pay a visit to Edo Innovation Hub. You would have goosebumps. We have people that come to Edo Innovation Hub to just look. And they are so inspired at the end of dashing the people. They just see, you guys are too much. That the young people, because when they tell you their dreams, when they tell you their goals, when they tell you what they've achieved, you won't be able to just contain yourself. So I am lucky, I'm blessed because I get to interact with these firebrand young people every day, whether they are doing tech or they are doing whatever. So it helps us. But the challenge is that we need more of those kind of young people. We need more of our young people to be encouraged to actually put in their best and get the best out of their careers. So that's the challenge, the major one that we're working on.
Okay. Lastly, do you have any?
A message for the youth is that at the end of the day, you are the only one that can be called a superhero in your own story. So you need to be willing to put in the work. You need to be willing to seek for opportunities. We say that there are traits of Edo jobbers. So anybody that has benefited from Edo jobs is an Edo jobber, because it's a continuous relationship. So the traits of an Edo jobber is that, one, you have to be somebody who is curious. You have to be somebody who looks for opportunity, not wait for opportunity to come and meet you where you're sitting. You have to be somebody who is searching. Oh, Edo jobs are advertising vacancies. Every week we advertise vacancies. Every blessed week. There's no week we don't have new jobs. So they are the ones searching. This one, okay, accountant. No, I didn't study accounting. Okay, see this one. No, I can do this one. Let me do this one. Yes. Another trait of an Edo jobber is that you must be willing to compete, because competition helps you to become a better person. You must be willing to compete, to say, okay, all of us want this job, so 10 of us, let's go for the interview. Let's see who they're going to pick. If you are one of those who sit and say, I will call my uncle to call them, you won't get anything from Edo jobs, I can assure you of that. You must be willing to compete so that the best person gets the job, and so that you can continue improving over and over again. And then you must be willing to collaborate. So the competition is not competition of I'm pulling somebody else down. The competition is competition of, let's do it. Let's see how we can make it better. Okay, this business, I'm doing solar, you're doing solar. What if we come together and do it together so we can be bigger and stronger together? That's an Edo jobber. That's the kind of spirit we're looking for. And then you have to have the will to win. So when things are looking tough, you finish this fashion training, you thought all the customers would just run the kaka. Customers are not coming. You have to have the will to win, to consistently just keep doing it. Keep giving your clients the best. Keep pushing.
Yes.
So that before you know what's happening, yourself go blow and we'll be happy. To all the young people out there, remember that Edo Jobs is for everyone. Edo Jobs is for you. You can reach out to us on WhatsApp very easily. When you reach out to us on WhatsApp, just send a message and explain what you are looking for. If it's a job, if you are an entrepreneur, if you are looking at the creative sector, so that the person answering you knows exactly what to tell you. Our WhatsApp number is 0905 655 6134. 0905 655 6134. And you do not have to pick any phone. So the way Edo Jobs works is that you are linked with us. Either you are seeing our messages on work SMS, or you are checking on WhatsApp. You are in one of the WhatsApp communities, or you are going to the job centers, and then you get to see all the opportunities that are available. When you see the opportunities that are available, your job, your part is to apply. Nobody is asking you for any money. We are asking you to invest in your future, and that investment is not naira, it is not kobo. It is applying for the position, competing for it, and when you get it, making the best of it, putting your time into it. We recently went to a partnership with the French government for the Edo Jobs Skill Up app, where we have 1,000 slots where French experts and Nigerian experts in the movie industry will teach you if you want to be in the movie business. The first thing you have to do to participate is to apply. Now when you apply, you now begin to take that course. It's a mobile app. You begin to take the course on the mobile app. Now, what many of you didn't know is that those who are the most serious on that mobile app are getting physical training from these experts. So I told you, every Edo jobber, you have to be somebody that is willing to give your time to your own development. You are the superhero in the story. We are just your assistant. So you must invest. And that investment is your time, your seriousness, and your willingness to put in your best.
Have it all for State Skills Development Agency. The program again is Core Issues, and my name is Anita Irene. Join us again tomorrow for another exciting edition of this program.